I was running the business even with my father was here last 10 years of his life. But after passing away, it's a different story. I'm still running the same business, the same people, the same thing, but it's a different ownership. So before, when I do wrong, I do right, he tell me what to do, what not to do.
Mohamed Jassim Al Rais, Chairman and CEO of Al Rais Investment, Executive Director of Al Rais Travel Group, and Chairman of LIDE Emirates. He's here to teach us today about turning pressure into progress, about making decisions when most people freeze.
I told him, see, I have a 50 driver, I need to lay off, or I can hire a 50 driver. I called him around 11 o'clock, and by 4 o'clock, the activities was already in the license. What I've been taught is do not regret. Do not regret. Anything you've done, do not regret. If it was a good choice, good choice. If it was a mistake, do not regret. Learn from it. Don't jump when you still didn't finish your plate. Don't go to the other plate if you don't finish your plate.
Welcome to the show, Mohammed. Every founder has scars. For you, it was losing your father. After you lost your father, you wrote this book, Madrasat Abi. I wanted to know, how did this moment shape your future? And how did it shape how you do business today?
First of all, thank you for inviting me here today. And you touched on the most important thing I did in my life, or most important achievement, I can say. See, to be honest, this book, it was not planned to be as a book. When I started to write this book, I was just writing. It was a way for me to communicate with my father after he passed away, because I was very close to him, working with him. I was with him all the time when he was in his, mashallah, yani power, working, when he was sick. All the time I was with him. So I was so attached to my father. And I am, as a person, I don't really speak out to friends, to people. So this was the way for me to communicate with him. Then I wrote around 100 pages. My sister suggested to me, Mohammed, why don't you have it as a book? It's a very nice thing. Yani what you are writing is very emotional. I said, but I'm not a writer. I don't know how to make these books. He said, no, you put it the way you did it. It's not for sale. It's not for to be published. It's just for to keep something from my father. Then I printed this book and kept it. Alhamdulillah, it did really well. I didn't expect. It's getting really sold in the market. But the main purpose was just to keep some memories I shared with my father till I wrote this book. Getting back to your question, this book, when I started to write, I was only writing the memories which I learned from my father. And I did not write about him or what did he do or what is his business. It's not like his CV. I'm writing what he taught me, what I learned from him, and how I became the person I am today, from the way he treated me and taught me when I was a kid until to the school, university, working. So this is the real story behind the book.
So did that moment change you as a leader? Or did it change the way you saw business?
Writing the book, you mean?
No, the passing of the father.
See, yeah, passing of the father. The most important thing I took away from my father, Allah yarhamah, he taught me very well how to stand on my feet. I not depend on anyone on this earth. Everything I can do alone. This is what he taught me when I was a kid. So even he taught me that when he will leave one day, I can stand alone and I can continue what I'm doing. So this is what I really got out of him.
So when your father passed away, did you feel like it was pressure or it was a privilege for you in terms of business? How did that shape you?
It's definitely pressure. See, I was running the business even with my father was here last 10 years of his life, or last 7 years. But after passing away, it's a different story. I'm still running the same business, the same people, the same thing, but it's a different ownership. So before, it used to be for my father. So when I do wrong, I do right. He tell me what to do, what not to do. Today is too much pressure because we are a group of family. It's the heirs of my father, Allah yarhamah, who they own it and I run it. So I have to be more specific, more organized, more careful. Now, if I did a mistake, there are other owners with me. It's not like one person who will tap my back and tell me, don't worry, go ahead.
How old were you when he passed away?
My father? He only passed away 2 years and a half back, so I was 40 years old. Yeah, so 40 years old. So it's not so far. It's
But
just,
it changes the pressure, right? Because now you have all these family members looking up to you.
yes. And it's totally different ownership, different way. The same business, but totally different pressure. يعني the thing that when it's owns to one, you do sometime mistakes, he tap into your back. Say, no worries, you can do better. But now if you do mistakes, you don't have to do mistakes. So this is a different story.
You know, despite all of those mistakes, you're now running Al Rais Travel Group and LIDE Investments. So what was the first deal that you made that made you realize you belonged at the table with the top business leaders?
See, okay, I'll tell you a story. I like to storytelling and my stories, a success storytelling. One of the proud moment. It was during COVID. Okay, we have a rent-a-car company, and during COVID, everything got shut down. Airports, even we cannot go out on the road. We need permits to leave the roads. And I have more than 700 cars. What to do? I have around 50 or 60 drivers. I have to lay off. But my father, what he told me at the time, he told me that check Mohammed if you can turn this company into a delivery company, rent a car. The idea came to me, but I don't know how well it will work. But if you remember these days that Carrefour, Talabat, all of these, when you order anything, it gets so delayed because shortage of
The way I remember it, the city shut down, 2020, the city shut down. All of a sudden, you have to order everything by delivery, not enough drivers. And I can imagine your rent-a-car company went through a very tough time to, how do you solve the problem?
Yes, so this is where we turned out the company, which I called the economy department. At that time, His Excellency Sami Al-Gimzi was the Director General. I told him, see, I have 50 driver, I need to lay off, or I can hire a 50 driver. I say, how can you hire 50 driver with this situation? I say, I need only one activity to be added in my rent-a-car license. Rent-a-car license is different than the delivery, and you cannot mix them in one license. So I said, if you give me the delivery license, I have already 50 drivers, I have cars, and there is a shortage in deliveries, and I can recruit more. Well, I say, Mohammed, done. I called him around 11 o'clock, and by 4 o'clock, the activities was already in the license. Wow. So we started, second day, approaching these companies, Talabat, and all these deliveries companies. And alhamdulillah, we got a lot of orders. We recruited people. Then we kept growing on this delivery company. When the country started to open again, we need our rent-a-car business again. So what we have done, we opened a new company. We removed the activities from the rent-a-car. We opened a company called Kangaroo Delivery, and standalone company. So now this company, mashallah, is doing very well, delivery company, and the rent-a-car is still doing very well.
So the new delivery company took all the excess people from the rent-a-car and the cars, and you registered it under the delivery company?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
But now, I have these both companies are working on. Yeah.
Okay. And for you, that was a very proud moment.
Yeah. I mean, from a challenge, from a crisis, we opened a new company, and this company, mashallah, today is doing well and it's profitable, and that I think it is a good success story.
Great. So, your business and the legacy of the family, it started in many different sectors, but it was shipping that you started with, right?
See, my father started a Rais clearance on 1976. Okay, and then 1977, there was 3 founders of Al Rais Travels. My late uncle, Mr. Mohamed Al Rais, my father, Mr. Jassim Al Rais, Allah yarhamah, and our partner, Mr. Abdurrahman Tahir. Mr. Mohamed Al Rais was a silent partner for a few years, then he left the company. So the two partners, my father Allah yarhamah and his partner Mr. Abdurrahman, played equal roles to get the company today as one of the largest private travel company, not only in the UAE and in the Middle East.
Okay, so they started with travel, but then when did when did it start moving down to the other sectors? Like when did they realize that they had needed to move to real estate and to everything else?
See, in 1977 they started the travel. 1983 they started the cargo company and the logistics, and then from the late 80s, early 90s, also they moved to real estate. As this is as part of Al Rais Travel Group, Mr. Jassim and his partner Mr. Abdurrahman.
So you run a lot of businesses, and with every business you have to pay a tuition fee to learn something. What was the biggest price you paid to learn something?
The biggest price was 2018 maybe. I spent a lot of money to digitalize our travel agency, Al Rais Travel, to go B2C online. Spent a lot of money. Unfortunately, we failed to deliver a good real product in the travel market. We being pioneer and the travel leaders in the market, I thought we need to be also in the B2C. Unfortunately, this did not happen. Until now, it did not happen. So the biggest cost, and the learning process, what I call, was this failure, which we are rectifying today, and inshallah, very soon we will have one of the best websites for travel booking tool, inshallah, in early 2026.
Inshallah. So you're still fixing the website for B2C, or are you going to focus only on B2B, which is probably directly with hotels and...
No, we as a company, we don't call ourselves a travel agency. We are a travel company. Travel company, we have B2C, we have B2B, we have corporates, we have retails. So we are into to every aspect of the travel, we touch base. Either you are a smaller travel agency, they buy from us, or a big corporates, governments, banks, multinational companies, they deal with us. Retails, individuals who travels. The only point which we are lacking so far is the B2C website, which we are, inshallah, planning to do something suits our name and our market experience.
So when you said there was a big cost, was it financial or was it people?
All cost, wasting time. From 2018 until now, it's the time, it's the money, it's the people. So it's actually a big waste of loss of everything. Time, people, money, and it's not something easy. And just to let you know, even if you go to similar bigger player in the market in the UAE, no one of them today has the B2C. When you see it's only about Booking.com, Expedia.com, you don't see any local company have very strong name.
And how do you plan, like for you in terms of strategy, how do you see yourself? I'll tell you a story. The other day I was with my friend, we were out, and he said to me, do you know that on Booking.com now you can get a taxi? So when you land, for example, in Amsterdam or in any country, you don't need to book the taxi or the Uber. You can directly from the booking website get someone to pick you up for 40 euros or whatever amount and drop you. How do you plan on competing with someone like that?
See, I cannot compete with Booking.com experience. I'm a very logical person. What if I want? I have a strong brand name in UAE, in the GCC. I could be the booking of the GCC, the booking of the UAE.com. So this is where I'm focusing at. And yes, when I told you I'm trying to get something different, this is what delayed us. But we want to be out of the box, something similar what Booking and what Expedia does. But also we want to exceed these. What do they offer with like a super app? So super app, and it's not about achieving the super app. A super app, technical wise, could be achievable. It's mostly about how you market it. The most challenging thing in any good product, how to do the marketing, how costly it is, how to reach the right people. So it's quite challenging.
So you said a very smart thing. You said how to do the marketing and that's the biggest challenge. How do you see it?
See, I see it will be a challenge, but of course we are trying to approach the right people, the right marketing team, the right marketing outsource who have experience on how to reach these people, trying to create these loyalty programs which will attract people to come. At the end, if the product itself is not that good, even if you do spend good marketing or loyalty program, it will not work. So I'm really focusing now on the product. When it's time to launch, we will have our specialized marketing team to market it at the right place and time.
In Dubai, people always look for reputation and trust. When someone comes to Al Rais Travel, what do they get? What are they paying for?
See, first of all, and as I told you, 1977. So another 2 years, it's a 50 years old company. It's a family business. It's based in Dubai in the UAE. We have our branches in the UAE. Okay, so what you get first is the trust. What do I mean by trust? Today you booked your hotel, your tickets, your transportation, your sightseeing. You faced any issue. You know where to find us. You know how to come to us. We know how to solve it for you. If you book it through online, could be you could book it online, but who you will catch, who you will find, who you will complain if you did not get your service. Can you complain here to an economy department? You cannot. It's a website. It's international. So here at least you keep your rights. So when you have any issue, you can find the right person. Other than issues, you will always find good service. Today we are hybrid. I remember 15 years back, we had around 30 branches in the UAE. Today I have around 10. Okay. Not because I'm getting bigger, alhamdulillah. More sales are there, more end users, more retail. But the way of market changed. A lot of people like the hybrid way. Everything in WhatsApp is much easier even than being online, B2C. Much easier than booking.com. You communicate with the consultant. He give you the price, hotel, ticket, before you travel, payment link through the WhatsApp. You pay it, you travel. While you are traveling, you are in touch with the consultant. You want to extend.
Oh, so the consultant stays all the time. It's not like a bot.
Yeah, the consultant stay with you during the full trip. Wow. You want to extend. You are there. Tomorrow you want to book a car. You don't know, you don't trust people, you don't know where to book a car. You can tell them, can you book for me a car tomorrow? I want a car with a driver for 8 hours. So we can arrange payment link, the voucher by WhatsApp. So everything will come through WhatsApp to you, which make it very easier for even easier, I think, from the B2C, going, searching, booking. He's your concierge with you. Before you travel, until you come back, he's in touch with you.
And is this for everyone or is it like for VIP?
No, for everyone. As smaller package, even if you buy only ticket, خلاص, the guy is with you. You have his number. You want to change the ticket, you want to extend, you want to come earlier, you have to send him a message. Especially when you book a package like a hotel, tickets and transportation. Imagine if you do it alone, how many people you need to communicate with if you need to postpone or cancel or to communicate. Here, just to send him a message, please postpone till this date. He do all the communication for you. And this it will be done 7 days a week. So we have a policy. There's
24 hours.
Yeah, we cannot tell you the office is closed.
Right, because someone might be stuck in another country, needs to change.
Yes. And if this person is not available, it goes after some time to the another person.
So you change the old business model. My question to you is, how do you design a business model around perception and not service?
See, it's only to understand what's the market requirement. The trend is changing. Again, I'll tell you a different story. I remember 25 years back, I was a kid. I was going with my father, Allah yarhamah, to the office. We see a lot of people, families, waiting outside the office, waiting for their turn to come, to book their holidays. So we were like a clinic. They're coming to a doctor. They're saying where to go, Malaysia, what to do. So we were like the doctor consultant, the families are coming, the people are coming. They don't know. There is no Google. There is no AI. They cannot search. It's very limited
Close
information.
up, tell me where to go, what to do.
Yes. So we were guiding them. You have to go there, come do this, give these voucher, all paperwork. We give them, they are happy. And the full family comes. It's not that one person is coming here and there. Today, after 25 years, 30 years, nobody's coming to your office. It's by WhatsApp. One person do the planning, everything. They consult with their family. They come. They know more than us as a travel agency. Which hotel, which place, everything they know. Everything is available. So this is the dynamic. How to maintain ourselves. 30 branches, too much cost. I need to reduce. Do I need to reduce also the business? No. I need to reach more out to people. What does people like? People like to sit on their mobile. So I need to touch them on their WhatsApp. So this is the way where we captured this. And alhamdulillah, it's doing well so far.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. With all of this great success, Mohamed, was there ever a moment that you thought it's all going to collapse? And how did you go about it?
Never I thought of collapse. But I really had a pause moment when my father, Allah yarhamah, passed away. So this was a moment where I don't know how it will go, how it will work, how things will happen. It's hers, it's a different group. But alhamdulillah, everything went smoothly. And I think we are only, inshallah, by grace of God, inshallah, we are just getting stronger and bigger, inshallah.
Inshallah. So, out of all of your experience, what was that moment that got you to saw risk differently?
See, I will not give you any moment, but what I've been taught by my father, Allah yarhamah, is do not regret. Do not regret. Anything you've done, do not regret. If it was a good choice, good choice. If it was a mistake, do not regret. Learn from it. So this helped me, encouraged me to take risk. To expand the business, to do other things, because as long you do a mistake and you learn from it and you don't regret it, so you learned. So there's a cost of learning, Sometimes it's physically, sometimes it's experience, sometimes it's both, but there is a cost of learning something. As long as you don't repeat this mistake and then you don't keep doing these kind of mistakes, then it's not a mistake. Then it's a learning process, which you don't regret. You did it one time, but it helps you for the other time to be something better or something stronger.
Such a wise man, your father, Allah yarhamah. So make the mistake, but learn from it and don't make that mistake again. Make another mistake. Learn from that mistake. Don't do that mistake again. And that way you keep progressing and learning.
And remember, this is what I told you in the beginning. When you do mistakes, somebody was telling you, don't worry, go ahead. Now you need to avoid. I'm at the stage which I did many mistakes. I'm trying to do as much as minimum mistakes. See, nobody will say I cannot do mistakes.
Saying when your father was there shielding you, it was okay to do mistakes, and he would say, okay, go this way, go that way. It's okay, learn from the mistake. But then once that shield is gone, now you actually have to work with the family, which is heirs.
Minimize the mistake as much as you can and try to calculate your risk more than you used to do before.
What is your thinking process when you're going to make a decision? Take us inside your mind. How does it operate? Say someone comes to you with an idea, come invest in my idea, for example. A startup, a company from Brazil, you're in LIDE Investments.
Yeah.
You might have any kind of decision. What is your thinking process that goes into it before you make your decision?
See, there is two things. First of all, see, now I'm as a Mohammed, I have the group, and also I have my own. Okay, when you talk about your own, will I do it myself, for myself?
That's what you ask yourself first.
Yeah. Will I do it for myself? Will I put my money on it? If I am very confident, then this is the first criteria that I would put the money of the group, of the family business.
You have to believe it personally.
Yeah. If I think maybe sometime I don't have this capital, but I know if I have it, I will definitely go for it. Then this will be the priority for me as the family business. Second part, I have a committee, I have a team. I will let them study it. And I will not let them I think. Give me your study. What you think about this?
Independent view.
Yeah, independent view. Piece of land or a new business or investment. I said, give me. What's the advantage? What's disadvantage? Just they give me their study, their committee. Then if it's aligned with what I'm thinking, and I would put my money personally there, then these three criteria would give me a clear picture of whether I should invest there or not.
Very wise. I like that thinking. You're, you've obviously grown your group even after your father's passing. So I think that's great leadership from you and to adapt with the times. But when we look in the future, in the next 5 years, you're already a market leader in this region for travel in the GCC. Do you see yourself expanding globally more or more focused on this region and Dubai?
See, growing is always good, but my philosophy, which is also I learned from my father, Allah yarhamah, is as long as the region is growing, grow here, grow with it, until it stop growing. Then find somewhere else to grow. I'll just give you an example. Travel or even property. Let me stay in the travel, since you talked about the travel. Okay, now building Palm Jebel Ali. Okay, how many new hotels? How many new villas? How many new construction? How many new tickets will be poured? How many transportation will be required? How many things? This is only one Jebel Ali. I didn't talk about Dubai South, about the expo expansion of the exhibition, billions of projects. So the city itself. I'm not even talking about the country. So first city-wise. So you are still growing. For the next 5 to 10 years, you see massive mega projects growing, and this is your opportunities in your rent-a-car and your travel and your logistics and your cargo. So build on it. So there's still space to grow here. Keep yourself here. Once this project is over, then you see. If there is similar projects, I don't know after 5-10 years what will be announced. If not, then you see the surrounding area, other Emirates, then surrounding countries. Slowly, till you see there where you can grow. But don't jump when you still didn't finish your plate. Don't go to the other plate if you don't finish your plate.
And you see, at least for the next 5 years, the plate is here in Dubai and it's full.
Yes, it's I think even more than 5 years. See, we all can see it. It's the projects, these mega projects. It's billions and billions, more than $150 billion investment. It's all about restaurants, hotels, accommodation, transportation, logistics.
100%. Mohammed, for me, I don't need to see far. I look at the roads. We have more traffic now than we ever had before.
Yes.
And both ways. So like going to Abu Dhabi, coming to Dubai, it's
with the bigger roads.
With bigger roads, 9-lane roads.
Yes.
Dubai started 2 lanes. We grew up, it was different Dubai, right?
Yes.
Many people don't know this. They open Instagram and they think, wow, Dubai is flash, bling. But, when we were young, 2 lanes. Now it's 9 lanes and you can't go. So for me, when I see this, I know this is a sign that there's more to come. It's not, the cap.
Yeah. So this is going back to your question. Always the global expansion is there in mind, but when something in front of your eye, you can see it and is there, it's better to invest there.
Okay, but let's go back a second. We spoke about 5 years in the future. What if you went back to when you were 24 today? If you were 24 years old, what is that business that you would start from scratch?
See, Anna, I started, to be honest, in the travel industry. And I think if I go back, I will also will start in the travel industry. See, I'll tell you something. Everybody loves to travel. Everybody likes the subject of travel. MashaAllah, dispute that we have a lot of businesses. The travel is not the biggest one, but everybody knows me, Mohamed Safriyat, Mohamed Travel. They know me because when I post about traveling, about this, people follow, they see, they follow.
Is it because it's very B2C, or what is it that people really love about travel?
See, travel, that everybody like to travel, personally, okay? And then when I have been attached myself with the Al Rais travel and traveling, so I had a lot of people following me because of the travel only. Imagine that, mashallah, we have good cargo and logistics, a lot of warehouses, a lot of logistics. But imagine if I keep posting about export, import, about boxes, counting boxes, who will follow me, So the subject itself is very interesting, very nice. And if I had the chance to come back at that time, I will still invest in travel. Because don't forget, Dubai is about today, mostly 4 pillars, what I see. I'm not sure about statistics. It's a financial center. It's a tourism center. It is a real estate center. It is a logistic and trade center. So this is what Dubai about. And alhamdulillah, what we have started in the 70s, it all comes into these sectors.
So if you were 24 again, you'd still do travel?
Yeah. Uh, this is something I love. And it's something is what's the country and the city is focusing on. And it's something people like. Yeah. But if you tell me about how to make money, is it a money business? I would go at that 70s, start with real estate.
Real estate.
Yeah.
So nothing beats real estate, right?
Nothing beats real estate. And imagine if in the 70s you are into the real estate, then it's
When you say real estate, buy and hold or buy and flip?
no, buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. See, this is our policy. I don't know. At that time, it was even better policy to buy and hold at that time. But you know, you never know if you were 70s, 80s king in real estate at that time. You never know what your action will be. But as a family business policy, we buy and hold. Yeah, we just rent. We don't sell. We don't sell and buy.
We're going to now jump into the rapid fire round. I'm going to ask you questions. You can answer in one word, in one sentence, or more. What's a decision you made that scared you the most?
I did mistakes, many things, but I never regret it. خلاص. And I didn't repeat it. So I don't see anything I did that was a big mistake or a big regret. So
You see it like lessons, basically.
yeah, I only learn from what instead of regretting, learning.
The next question is about people. What taught you more about people? Was it the travel or was it investments?
No, it's actually about the travel. See, I traveled more than 100 countries, met a lot of people, seen a lot of people. It's really changed the way I think. It's really changed the way I see people. Not everybody have the same thinking. You could have an opinion, I could have an opinion. Both of us are right. What suits you doesn't need to suit me. What suits me doesn't need to suit you. So these all I learned it from the travel and the people I met from different continent, different ethnics, different. So being in travel taught me a lot about people.
Reputation or growth? What is more important long term?
Reputation.
Why?
See, as long as you have good reputation, growth will follow. But if you have growth and you don't have reputation, growth might fall down.
What's one business rule you'll never break?
Honesty and credibility.
Great. And if you had to give an advice for yourself when you were 20, or perhaps someone who's watching the show in their 20s, you know, most of the people that follow the show are young entrepreneurs. One day want to be like you and they look up to you probably after if they got this far in the episode. What is that one message for them that they can take away from this?
See, they should start whatever they want to start from the beginning, from the zero level. They should not see themselves as a department's manager or managers or after their graduation, and they have to start either their work or their business from the starting point.
But that starting point usually is tough. Like somebody might be watching this or, might be starting at the entry level, for example, in a bank or in a shop, and they're just at the beginning, and then they open Instagram and they see everyone making it.
Then let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. This is something interesting. Yeah. Okay. See, when I was young, school-wise, I was playing snooker. I was at the national team. My father used to own the largest snooker club in the Middle East, around 26 table. Okay, I used to play snooker. I was in the national team below 21 years old. Played in the national team, Asian Championship, GCC. So played a lot of international and local matches. I went to the university. My father told me to stop playing snooker. Something I love, but he told me to stop because it's nice game, it's good game, but it's not something where you will find your future in. So what he suggested to me, that while I'm studying in the university, American University of Sharjah, he gave me part of his office where I can do my assignments, research, university works in this in his office. It was like a suggestion like an order, in which I cannot say no. I had to say no. I had to say yes, whether I like it or no, which I didn't like, but yes, at the time, I stayed in the office.
And you left the snooker.
Yeah, completely from that time. Okay. So now in his office doing my assignments. So what he told me also, try, they might not accept, but try with your professors to do your research about our company, about our group of companies, like the human behavior, marketing research, SWOT analysis, whatever. Try to do it about our. Most of the time, the professor in the university accepted. So after graduating from the university, I have the full study about our group. SWOT analysis, human behavior, everything in business. I did a full research about it. So I know everything before even I joined the company. Very happily graduated, going to my father. He's very happy for me to join. Then I told him where to start, my father. He sent me to Jebel Ali, to a warehouse we have there, and told me to be with the ground level, count the boxes, entries, air barrel, this type of thing.
After finishing university and doing all the analysis.
Yeah, this was really a shock to me. It was really a shock.
Was this like a summer job or a full-time job?
No, full-time job. It was a full-time job. I was expecting a desk. Okay, I didn't expect it to be general manager, but at least a table, desk, 2-3 people works for me. No, he sent me to the warehouse for 3 months. I was regretting. I was very angry. I say, my father doesn't like me. My father, he hates me. Going there, counting the boxes from the tracks, sweating. You feel, why he's doing this to me? After 3 months, say, Mohammed, khalas, done. Let's move somewhere else. Very happy. Rent a car. I have to check the garages, the quality of the car, the cleanness. The car. I say, you're joking.
With the mechanics?
Yes. And then I look at my father. You're joking, right? He even doesn't look at me. Khalas. This is like an order.
The final word.
Yeah. يعني, see, one thing's before, the good, what I see it good thing, which we don't have today. Before there was order. I like it or no. Today, you want to go, you don't want to go. Do you feel you want to go? Oh, he's upset. Don't make him upset. Then when he become bigger, sometimes it doesn't work these days. Sometimes you need orders. Anyway, I started with the ground level.
So how did it feel then to be with the mechanics there at the young age instead
of... It was very bad for me at that time. At that time, it was very bad for me. I felt very insulted. He doesn't like me. He want to insult me. Why he want to insult me? This is all the thinking what I had. But later I found this was the best ever decision he made to me. Now until today, I know whatever going in the ground. I know the codes, what the people talking about in these places. I know everything. I don't need to bring somebody to tell me what they are doing or to teach me what they are doing. So I know at the ground level what they are doing. So I started like step by step. So he taught me in every department, in every place, to start from the beginning. Even today, if somebody graduated, will not reach that level of being in the warehouse with a bachelor and counting the boxes. Okay, so not everybody will have this opportunity.
So you see it like an opportunity.
It is an opportunity. At the time, it was a punishment. I saw it. But I realized that sometimes wise men see things that we don't see.
He's a very wise man, Allah yarhamah. First he gets you to focus your university and all the resources in the university to actually analyze the business and for you to understand from the outside what does it look like from on a university level thinking. Then to come into the business and start from the bottom.
Yeah.
And kind of breaks your ego. So when you get on top, you realize that, hey, I know what everyone is doing. It's not that you feel, I think there's complete wisdom in all of that. Personally, I had to do every summer in my dad's office. Well, it wasn't in the office, it was outside. And I understand, every summer it was tough, and I felt also that he didn't love me. That feeling was very deep. I thought, I'm sure he doesn't love me, he forgot about me. And I think it says something about where you are today.
Yeah, and I think it says everything where I am today, not something, yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show, Mohammed. What I like the most is how you took your scars and your legacy and you turned it into lessons for anyone that can learn something that wants to run a business today in Dubai. So thank you for sharing all of your knowledge, Mohammed. And one final question for you. There are people that watch this show. Sometimes they come to the end of an episode like this and they don't press the subscribe button. What is your advice for them?
Well, if they don't send the subscribe, they're the loser. I think this is something full of knowledge, information, and learning process. Even from your question, I have a learning process. Everybody will learn, inshallah. So please subscribe.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you.